Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Paulie Mania show, breaking down what happened on Monday Night Raw last night. A crazy Monday Night Raw. Let's say a lot of weird things just happened last night. But let's break it down. First of all, we start kicking off with the Big Red Machine, the monster Kane, comes out and starts talking about embracing the hate still, and talks about what he did to Zack Ryder and Cena last week. All of a sudden, Cena music hits. After Kane talks for a while, Cena music hits, and Cena's ready to go. He starts fighting. Him and Kane just start brawling. They take their brawl all the way outside to the parking lot. And then they start fighting. And all of a sudden, it comes to a point where Cena picks up a pipe, and smacks Kane with it. And then all of a sudden, Kane comes retaliating, uppercuts Cena into a bunch of stuff. And then all of a sudden, Cena gets up, and all of a sudden, Kane disappears. Cena's ready about to attack Kane again, but then Kane disappears. But then Kane doesn't disappear for long, because we see what happens later on in the night, and he's stalking Zack Ryder throughout the night. We'll get to that towards the end, later on. But then after that happens, we have a tag team match. A tag team match. It's kind of promoting the Royal Rumble. We have, and also the from what happened last Friday night on SmackDown with Sheamus teaming up with Santino Marella versus Wade Barrett and Jinder Mahal, because you know what happened on SmackDown last Friday night. Jinder Mahal and Wade Barrett, Sheamus got into a scrap. So anyway, Sheamus and Santino win. Sheamus nails Jinder Mahal with the Brogue Kick. Then he has to tag in Santino, and Santino has to do the Cobra, and they get the 1, 2, 3 anyway. So that's that. Then we go backstage, and Miz goes into John Laurinaitis' office and demanding that he gets a bodyguard, or protection for the Miz, and John Laurinaitis goes, get your own protection, Miz. And John Laurinaitis goes, I'm not Little Jimmy, I'm Big Johnny. So Big Johnny, Tom Relations and general manager of Raw, is now going to be called Big Johnny. Anyway, we get Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan, and then Daniel Bryan challenges Kofi on the on WWE.com in a video, and so they fight. A quick match, kinda. I thought maybe a little bit more, but then Daniel Bryan wins, makes Kofi Kingston tap out in the bell lock. Anyway, but then we have bigger news, and the Big Show comes out. And he's upset with Daniel Bryan from last Friday, because Daniel Bryan got himself disqualified and retained his title. Even though he lost the match, he still retained the title. But now Big Show comes out and says that Teddy Long is making a match on Friday, saying for the world title, a rematch. Except this time it's no disqualification and no countout. So now we might have a new world champion in the Big Show. Let's hope so. One of these guys, I think, is going to turn heel. It might be Daniel Bryan. We'll see what happens. So we'll get ready for that on Friday. Anyway, after that, we get, Somebody Call My Mama! The return of Brodus Clay. Finally, Brodus Clay makes his re-debution on Monday Night Raw. How do we say this? It's not the Brodus Clay we saw from last time. This is a different Brodus Clay. This is the, all of a sudden, Justin Roberts goes, here he comes, finally making his re-debut on Raw. The Funkasaurus from the Planet Funk, Brodus Clay. All of a sudden, this 70s music starts hopping out. Somebody Call My Mama. Brodus Clay walks out with these two dancer girls, and he's wearing this red jumpsuit, and he starts dancing, goes into the ring, starts dancing. It is hilarious. So he's going to be called the Funkasaurus now. Well, anyway, in his re-debution match, he beat Kurt Hawkins. Oh, Kurt Hawkins is on Raw in a squash match, really. So Brodus Clay wins, aka the Funkasaurus wins. So I guess we'll see more of him. Then we go on to one of the best matches of the night. CM Punk versus Jack Swagger. And now in this match, if CM Punk beats Swagger, the Swagger and Vicky will be banned from ringside when CM Punk defends his title at the Royal Rumble against Dolph Ziggler. So anyway, good match. Punk wins with the elbow drop, and controversial call because the referee kind of botched the thing, because 1, 2, he hit 3, but then Swagger's jumped out of the thing when it was kind of on 2. But anyway, the referee decision stands and Punk wins the match. So so no Swagger or Vicky when Punk defends his title against Dolph at Royal Rumble. And then, oh, and also John Laurinaitis came out before the match. I should have said that, and it also said that Dolph was going to be competing tonight against John Cena, and that'll be the main event of the night. Anyway, so the Miz is finally finds somebody that will help him with R-Truth, and he gets Ricardo Rodriguez, and he tells Ricardo Rodriguez, go outside, go out to the ring, say the most offensive things you can say, and make sure R-Truth gets out there. So he does, and R-Truth and him start talking, and all of a sudden the Miz comes out and blindsides R-Truth, but in the end, R-Truth gets the upper hand on Miz, and Miz starts running into the crowd. So we'll see what happens next week on Raw between those two. That cat and mouse game. Anyway, another thing, Y2J comes out, and what does he say? Is he going to talk? No, he doesn't. He starts crying. He starts crying. I don't know. So, whatever. He starts crying. So, more questions for next week, I guess. Anyway, now we go into this Zack Ryder and Kane thing. This gets ridiculous. Eve was supposed to have a match against Beth Phoenix, but that never happened. Eve came out, and all of a sudden, Kane comes out. Kane's music hits, and because, you know, Zack Ryder has this thing for Eve, and we saw them earlier backstage, and Zack Ryder was going to get a date for Eve, and Kane kept stalking Zack Ryder here and there. He's worried. So, but then Zack Ryder comes out, and he saves Eve, and they go out into the back, and he puts Eve in a car, but the car has a flat tire. Somebody call a AAA for Zack Ryder and Eve, please. So it takes like 2 segments for Zack Ryder to change a tire. Ridiculous. From hiding from Kane, and Kane is, I guess, taking his time to get there, and they're rushing to save a tire from this monster. Something out of a crappy horror movie. Anyway, but then Dolph vs. Cena, good match until Cena had to go. They put up on the Titantron of Zack trying to save Eve with the tire, but then Cena runs out to help his buddy Zack Ryder again, so Dolph ends up winning by countout. And in the end of all, Zack Ryder gets chokeslammed outside in the arena onto like a wooden thing, and then Kane takes out John Cena with just chokes him again. So so that's it. Raw was kinda not the greatest Raw I've ever seen, but we have 2 Hall of Fame announcements of who's getting inducted. And here's a hint. I am wearing this guy's shirt. One is the Rated R superstar, Edge. He retired, and now he's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame down in Miami there. And then the other induction, a group, one of the best groups in wrestling history, the 4 Horsemen, the original 4 Horsemen. All members are getting in. Let's see if Ric Flair will be there at WrestleMania. He should be. I hope so. If he's no longer with, hopefully he's no longer with TNA, and he's there the Hall of Fame night with Arn Anderson, Barry Windham, and J.J. Dillon, and Tully Blanchard. So, and also we know Mil Mascaras is getting in too. We you know, Triple H, that was already an induction in. So that was Monday Night Raw for you, ladies and gentlemen. Me breaking it down. Check me out on Friday night on SmackDown when I break down SmackDown for you. And we'll see if we have a new world champion after Friday night. And, okay. And another shout out to my girls of These Getting Raw. You'll probably see their video this week. And hope you guys check me out on Twitter and Facebook. Alright, peace.